Hey guys, welcome back to Off the Clock podcast.
Woo, woo, woo.
It is June. Actually, this might come out in July.
28th.
Yep.
9th.
Yup. So today's the first day of summer that when we're recording this.
29th.
Yep. Today's the first day of summer.
Is it actually?
Yep. I looked it up today.
We are in Iowa.
Right
Not
now.
yet.
But as you're watching this.
I am.
Oh. I'm going to Iowa, guys. Cue the fireworks for 4th of July.
Woo!
I will be having my Midwest summer. I will be on the boat, drinking some brewskis with Gina and Danny.
That is so funny. You'll have to do an Iowa review.
I will. I'm so excited.
Oh my gosh.
I'm so excited.
Maybe the next episode, guys, will be like a debrief of that.
Yeah, true.
Probably.
Will it?
Probably.
Is that the next time we're recording?
Yeah.
Okay.
It will be.
Guys, that's so exciting. So keep an eye out for that
Oh my
because
gosh.
I am very excited. And then next year I'm taking Skylar to Scranton.
Yes. I need to go. It's just, I was telling Hallie, it's like a double fun because
Yeah.
I've never been to Pennsylvania and you've never been to Iowa in general.
Yeah.
Let alone it's like our childhood town.
Yeah.
So we're going to be able to see like our stomping grounds and experience a new state.
Yeah. Like I want to know like where you went. I want to see your school. Like I'm going to get the whole hometown tour.
Right.
I'm very excited. When I take you to Scranton, I'm going to take you to Cooper's because they have an office shop thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Emmy's going to be
shop.
so jealous. It's actually so convenient that you're from there because like when I'm not trekking there.
Yeah.
If I didn't know you.
Yeah.
No offense. And likewise.
Well, yeah. No.
Are you going to Iowa?
No.
For any particular reason?
I would never have a reason to go. So
Like actually. So it's kind of nice because if you want to hit all 50 states.
Exactly. Exactly. That's true.
Especially for Iowa. Because at least Pennsylvania, like not Scranton, but like
We have
all
like Philadelphia,
Right.
Pittsburgh. We have some good places.
right. We have Des Moines.
Yeah. I can't wait to see it though, because Des Moines, like I don't know how to picture it. Like, do I picture it like Scranton, where it's like really run down and like small, or like downtown Scranton is small?
So Perry is small. Des Moines is a small city, but it's like a city.
Oh, yeah.
Like there's kind of a lot there. But I'll take you to both.
Because I'm really curious, like, because for everybody who's like back home where I'm from, like we say that we're from Scranton, even though we're like technically not. It's just because everything is like, your towns are like so small, but they're like close together, the towns. So like I want to like, I don't know how to like picture yours.
How close together? How many miles?
Well, like, so the town that I like actually grew up in the most, because I moved around a few times, like the towns are right next to each other. It wasn't the country, so it wasn't like you had to drive like in the middle of nowhere to get to another town, you know?
Really?
Yeah. Like I don't know how to explain it.
I feel like once you come to Iowa, it's gonna feel a lot like Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Because I know Pennsylvania has a lot of like farmland and like agriculture too. So the rural side of it is gonna feel the same. I do think Iowa is gonna be more spread out than you think.
Okay. Because like I looked up the other day the population of my actual town, and it is like small. It's under 2,000. So like, but like I don't think of it like that because our towns are like so
touching.
Yeah.
Okay.
That it's
ours. Once you get closer to Des Moines, they blend.
Okay.
But they're like big.
Okay.
Like for what it is, I guess.
Yeah.
Like maybe like Castle Rock is maybe like Waukee or Clive.
Yeah, I'm just like
don't Google the population. I don't know, but those kind of towns kind of like blend.
Okay.
But Perry is definitely like
the country.
You know when you leave.
Yeah. Okay.
Like you drive a certain distance and you're like, I'm out of Perry.
Yeah.
You can very tell.
Okay. That's how our like Greenfield Township is, where my high school is.
Greenfield Township.
Okay. Like it's very much country. You can tell when you're out of it.
Right.
Like that. So I feel like that's probably. I don't know. I'm so curious though.
I know it's gonna be so fun.
It'll be so.
And
good.
I haven't been back in a while.
Yeah.
So
true.
it's gonna be nice.
Yeah.
And like you get to see my house.
I know.
That's weird.
I know. I wish your childhood bedroom was like the same.
I know.
So I can see like what little Skylar.
That would have been too much to ask because I had a really big, sick bedroom.
Oh, did you?
So I couldn't have like let my parents keep it for all of college and all of, like that would I'm 25.
True. I wish I still had I wish my parents still lived in my childhood house, because like you're not. I could show you the outside, but
that's true.
But they messed it up. Whoever lived there now, oh my god, they put a huge ugly ass fence in the back. They put a metal roof on and painted our porch blue, bright blue.
Like painter's tape blue.
Yes, because he's a cop who lives there now.
Okay.
So he likes red, white, and blue.
Our high school colors are blue.
Oh, really?
Like Blue Jays. Mm-hmm.
Oh, mine's red, white, and blue.
Oh, what is it again?
Chiefs. Yeah, it's actually really racist. I'm surprised they didn't change it, because our mascot is still Miss Chief, and she dresses up.
It's a girl?
Yeah.
Progressive.
And she dresses up as a Indian. So it's not good, but, you know.
Canceled. Cancel whatever town that is. We have a town next to my town that's I'll take you to too.
Okay.
It's like it's not too far away, but it's more like the 2,000 population that you're talking about. Yep. I think my town has like 8 to 10,000.
Yeah.
There's definitely like smaller and bigger within like 40 miles or so.
Right. I'm just so curious. I'm really excited.
I know. It's going to be so weird. Because even when I go back, it feels weird.
Yeah. Is it going to be, do you think it's going to be like weird for you bringing like me?
Yes.
Like,
that's so weird.
Your worlds are colliding.
Because it's not, even when I made friends in college, it's not like I showed them Perry, but it's not like I showed them Iowa.
That's true.
And
it's
even Jared's from Illinois. Same thing.
Yeah.
So it's not like him visiting my hometown is spectacular. Like we lived basically in the same environment.
Yeah. I'm so excited.
So weird. I'm like more excited than you.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm more excited.
I probably. I mean, I don't. I'm very excited, but like I feel
it's
like
so
if I was
fun
you,
to show people.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll plan our Scranton one. Don't worry.
Yes, we have to.
And you need to take me to Philly. Is that the closest one?
Philly's 2 hours from Scranton.
You should go there too.
So down.
Never been.
So I love. Well, I shouldn't say I love Philly, but like it's a nice city.
Probably has some culture to it.
Yeah, for sure. Philly has a lot of history. Liberty Bell.
Right. I want to see that.
Okay.
With the crack.
Yeah, I've never even seen it.
Let's go.
Okay, let's go.
Okay. Okay. We could even make it like a longer trip, and you could take me like to like east.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know how far things are.
Pennsylvania is very big.
Right. I don't know where on it.
We could go to the beach.
Could we?
It's 2 hours away.
Just to see like what things you did. And
yeah.
stuff.
Okay. I could take you to Belmar.
Who that?
Who's over there?
Who Belmar? I don't know. Like it could be. I feel like I'm not gonna take you to Chicago from Des Moines. That's like too far.
Oh, I could take you to Jersey. Jersey's close.
I've never been there.
Okay,
I don't think like I want to go there. I know it's like
they're all like basically the same, but
I want to hit all the states though. Like take me places I haven't been.
Okay, it's literally 2 hours, so we could go to Jersey. We could go to New York's 2 hours away. Everything from Scranton is literally 2 hours away.
Let's do it.
So we could go literally anywhere. It's not.
That's nothing when you
nothing
when you grow up having to drive that far.
Literally.
That's nothing.
And there's no traffic in those places.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Is it like 2-lane roads?
Yes, and it's
not even like
no
the highway.
Traffic. Even the highways are 2 lanes, so there's no one on them.
Okay, fun. We should do that because then I don't know. I feel like you can show me more things.
Yeah,
we can like go to all the little areas.
Definitely. Ooh, I should take you to Honesdale.
Yes.
Yeah. it's a cute little town, and they made it a lot better in Pennsylvania.
Cute.
It's probably like 30 minutes.
It's
away.
probably like 2 hours away.
Everything's 2 hours. It was like 30 probably.
Oh, fun. I can't wait. I'm so excited.
Yay. Well, anyways, today we're going to be talking about anxiety and depression.
No, we're not.
Stress and anxiety. And just like how we manage it, and stuff like that, because if you don't know, even though we say it a lot, we work at the same job, which is nice, but obviously jobs come with some stress and anxiety. Not saying that our job is bad, but
it's about having a job, not the job per se.
Exactly.
So we should all just stop working.
Yeah, let's stop.
And then that would create different types of stress.
Literally, I wish that the 4-day work week thing actually became a thing. You know how that was talked about for like a long time.
And school.
Yeah.
School days too.
Because I mean, you're working 5 days a week for 2 days off, and you're working like 8 to 5 is the norm now. We work 10 to 5, but like 8 to 5 usually. I know. We are very lucky, but you know, just because we have some good things doesn't mean that we also have some bad.
Yeah. So we're talking about stress and anxiety as a whole, but me and Hallie were just pre-discussing that we're not, thankfully there's really no like personal triggers or like things. It's mostly work related.
Yeah.
So just keep that in mind as we're talking about it. That's kind of like what we're referring to as the source, if that makes sense.
For sure.
And we obviously both have different situations and like ways we deal with it because of it. Like the things that cause me it are different from you. Yeah. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Do you have like specific things that you do to like actually manage it? Because I feel like I don't have like specific things that I like think about to like try to stop myself feeling that way.
What I wrote down and like what I was thinking is, because when this happens, you're not always like thinking of who, what, when, where, why. It just happens, and then you're like, why am I so? But upon further reflection, I think what I do is mainly to prevent it.
Oh,
like like I know the things that cause me to be stressed.
Yeah.
So whenever it happens, I'm like, yeah, duh, because I did these things and I know these things do this to me. So trying to like get ahead of it, if that makes sense. Because I can kind of clock it before it happens.
Yeah.
Because it's like a pattern.
Right.
At least in my experience, the past couple of years, it's been like the same pattern.
That's true. Yeah.
Of like, I'm feeling good and then crash out.
Yeah, that's true. I guess like I can also kind of feel it coming on, like for more of like a bigger overarching, like if I have like a burnout or something, like I can definitely feel it coming. One thing I will say that helps definitely is that we work together, and it's so nice to like, she's obviously my coworker, but also
I'm your subordinate.
But also like my best friend, so like I don't really have to like switch on and off from like coworker to friend. Like we have our own like little office, and we can just like rant, which helps so much. And like the good thing is that like before you came to work, it wasn't like a long time, you know, like I was there for what, a year and a half.
That's a long time, but also the like role and environment has obviously progressed and changed.
Yeah, like when I first started, we worked for a startup, so it was like from the ground, so like there wasn't much to like really stress about. Like we were still trying to figure stuff out. I was new, I was right out of college, like just figuring stuff out.
It's kind of like a honeymoon phase.
Too. That's true. Yeah, it definitely was. But now it definitely helps talking to someone who gets it as much as like we would get it for each other, because we're like in the same environment, and like kind of feel the same things at the same time, just because that's inevitable since we work at the same place and we do the same job.
Like I understand like literal, not just someone else listening, like a partner, parent or something. It's like they hear you and they validate you, but they will never actually get it because it's the hyper specific things.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't know, I think like these past 2 years, like not counting this year, I feel like the past like 2 years maybe, I was like so stressed out for like a lot of it. And I've said this before, but like I was literally like losing hair and I really think it was due to stress, because my hair feels so much better now, and I can tell that I'm definitely not as stressed as I used to be. But like I don't really know why. Like I tried thinking about it, and I don't know if it's just because like going off of our like last episode that I just like don't care as much. Like I care about my work obviously, but like it's not it's not like my whole life.
Mentally nothing has actually changed, but mentally you've shifted to like let not like every little thing maybe get to you, or your mentality's different, so like it doesn't like affect you when you clock out. Maybe I
think so. And I think that goes with like work isn't my life, And it used to be for like a whole year.
That's
when
true.
we first started, like we were working nonstop. Like we were literal workaholics and needed
for no reason.
Like it was just like our own.
It was
like,
fun and
yeah, we would work on Saturdays. We'd work at night. We'd stay in the office way too long, which definitely didn't help. Like it was nice to get that work done that I like needed to get done, but it didn't help my mental health at all.
Right. Like it was like we had really like highs and lows, if that makes sense. Like it was really fun. We're grinding, like this is so fun. And then it's like when you can feel the burnout or like crash out like impending. Like you can feel it coming. Yeah. But you kind of do it to yourself because no one was making us do that. No. It's like your own self doing it, and then you're like, shit, I should not have done that. Yeah.
And I think that also, I mean, maybe not, but at least for me, like I think that also just came with like I was new to the workforce and like you said, the honeymoon phase. Like I was so excited to like have a full-time job, and I was actually, I think I was like good at what I did, and like
you still are.
Thanks. And like I don't know, it was exciting and new, and
you're like I'm cosplaying as a real worker.
Yeah, like
I have an office and I drive to work.
I get dressed up, go to work,
get
and
a coffee.
Yeah, like it did kind of feel like cosplay.
Yeah.
So
it's fun to romanticize sometimes.
It is. Even still, you know,
you have to.
Yeah, you literally have to. But I would never work as much as I like used to though. That was too much. At least for like one job. If I did what you did, like you had the full-time job and then you also had something that you like really loved, like that would be nice.
Yes.
But like having all of your energy on like one 9 to 5 office job is like not healthy.
That's true.
Yeah.
Do you do anything specific like when you feel it coming on? Do you like try to like do you like notice your stress happening?
Yeah, I think I honestly, which is probably isn't healthy, but I think I just like distract myself from it. But it's worked for me, and like I don't feel like repercussions from like just ignoring it, because I don't think I'm like actually ignoring it. I think I'm just like subconsciously distracting myself with things that de-stress me.
Good.
You know, does that make sense?
You're actually fixing it.
Yeah,
that's good.
I don't know if that makes sense, but like that's just how it feels.
As long as it's off your mind, that's doing the job. I don't think it really matters as long as you truly feel better after and you don't feel more anxious or something. Yeah. Then
I mean, so far it's worked and I feel great.
So what, like watching movies? Yeah. Just doom scrolling?
Yeah, I think like decompressing by myself after work helps a lot. Like
drugs.
Drugs. Smoke some weed. But like, I don't know. I'll put a face mask on or I don't know.
Like the typical things that you would think of.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything like, I don't know. Yeah. I just think
super
like,
different.
I really think like decompressing is big after work. Like I need to come home and like really
be
just like
vertical or horizontal.
Yeah. Horizontal, not vertical.
Yeah.
Horizontal. Yeah. Right. How about you though?
Oh God. So mine, I'm going to start from the source.
Okay.
So what I've noticed my stress comes from, honestly, my main job does not stress me out anymore. It just, if something's stressing me out, I'm kind of like, why? Because it should not be.
Yeah.
So if it is, and I stop and think about what is stressing me out about it, I fix it because there's always a solution. Because it's probably because of reasons like that I caused. So I probably said yes to too many things. I probably gave myself an unrealistic to-do list. I probably thought this person wanted this thing done today, but they actually don't care. I just didn't ask. So like whenever I feel a little bit stressed or like overwhelmed, whenever I get stressed, it's because I'm overwhelmed. Yeah. It's like the same thing kind of. I always revert back to that and I'm like, I shouldn't be. Yeah. So I'm doing something wrong.
Like reflecting.
Right.
That's good.
Because everything's set up in a way, and I'm sure my boss wouldn't want me to be stressed. I'm sure my customer wouldn't want me to be stressed. So why am I? Right. It's always like I'm putting on myself. Yeah. So then I fix it. Sometimes easier said than done, or I notice it too late and then I like crash out because I didn't realize I was overwhelmed. Yeah. And then the same thing for like my own business. So like balancing the two. If I'm kind of in a good space with my main job, which I have been for a while now because I don't really put that much weight into it. If I'm stressed, I'm just like, I'm not. Like, I'll just come back it's fine. Yeah. I'll do those things I was just mentioning and then it'll be fine the next day. Right. There will always be a to-do list every single day. So it's like, we'll just revisit. Yeah. So with like being a business owner, that is not stress free,
mm-hmm.
but there's ways to like manage it or just have like lessen the stress for the high times when there is stress.
Yeah.
It's like literally not escapable.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the biggest thing, it sounds so stupid, but procrastinating is like the cause of my stress always.
Yeah.
But sometimes I have to do it because, you know, like if we just clocked out, I just got home.
Mm-hmm.
I don't always feel like editing something.
Right.
Like
yeah, no,
I was just
worked.
looking at my computer for 8 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And if I don't have like a burst of creativity, why would I force myself to do something that doesn't even look good?
Yeah, that's true.
It's not like very cut and paste work. It's creative stuff. So I have to like feel motivated to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing that I kind of allow myself is whenever I do feel a burst of motivation, I don't care what else I have. I will drop everything to like focus on that.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's midnight or if I have something else to do. I will tell that person like, hey, I need another day.
Yeah.
Because I need, like, I'm not going to like compress those feelings, like creative like ideas or like, I don't know, like sometimes I literally like watch footage and I'm like, I feel like doing this now.
Yeah.
So then I'll just drop everything, you know, tell like another client, like, I'm so sorry, I need another day.
Yep.
Or what is ideal is I get that stuff out of the way, like the kind of more cut and dry work done long before it's even due.
Yeah.
So that I just, like this week, I got all of my content done for one client, like last Sunday. So all this week, I had nothing due.
Good.
So that when I got footage back from a wedding on Friday, I had nothing due.
Good.
It's just, that's all you have.
Yep.
So it was nice because I literally already like edited 2 minutes of it. It's not even due for another 2 months.
Right.
Like, so.
Yeah. Especially with creative stuff, like, if you have those sparks, you need to act on it because you don't know when you're going to have another like creative block or something.
Yeah.
Like you have to act on it.
It's so hard to work when you don't feel it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. And that's also like some stress that may come with a creative 9 to 5 is that like you have to be creative between those hours. And like, if you have a block, like that kind of sucks.
Right.
Like, because you can't.
No.
Like yeah, like that's why I think we talked about this in one of the episodes recently that like I lost my train of thought.
That's okay. No, we did talk about something similar.
Shit, I forget.
It's okay.
But yeah, we talked about something recently. I don't remember what it is.
It's okay. Yeah, it's hard because I think what I try to do is if I like really don't feel like doing something and everything else is already done, I just tell myself work on it for 10 minutes because usually if I do that, then I'll just push through and finish it. But go ahead.
I remember we were talking about like the 9 to 5 as a creative and how like if we don't need to be there, like we don't need to be there from 9 to 5. Why can't we just work our own hours when we are creative? Because like you get a lot of creative bursts at night.
Yes.
And it's like, well, we just worked all day. And like, so what, we're going to do it again when we just had a creative burst at midnight? Like that just doesn't make any sense. So I think creative jobs should be way more flexible than they are.
Yeah, I agree.
So, cause like, especially like our whole job is online. So like, I don't understand why it matters. And like, even if you work for like your last job, who was like, you did everything for internal, like, why couldn't you just like do it when you could do it? Like, it just doesn't make sense to me.
Right.
Yeah. Like it will be done when it needs to be done, but can I just like have more flexible hours to like do it? I don't know. That also doesn't help.
It doesn't.
So
yeah, I think what specifically like talking about stress in managing like our time with our jobs, I only have so much like juice for like using that part of my brain. So I think what's helped me is like using less in other areas, unfortunately. So like I don't say yes to things where I have to like really conceptualize a really cool thing. Like some of my YouTube work I do for this family, it's laid out for me. I have a formula for it. I don't really have to think of a groundbreaking idea every time. Yeah. And she knows that and I know that. Yep. If I had to do that, I could not. I physically don't have time.
Yeah.
Don't have time. That's gonna stress me out. If you're expecting something amazing and new every time, I can't provide that right now.
Yeah.
So it's just having like a balance of, and I think since our jobs have become more like admin and less creative, although that's like unfortunate, it like gives me mental space to be able to be creative like outside of work. But then for your case, since you don't have like a second outlet, it kind of is a bummer. But you do get to design a couple like other things that I don't have my hands on.
Yeah, I think my job, unfortunately, my job is more design than yours
but
right
I think
now.
that's a good balance because I have my outlet.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, I don't really know if I'd want,
yeah,
I can't give that part of me at work.
That's true.
Like, my passion is videography and everyone knows that. So, you know,
that's true.
I'm going to be a good employee, but I'm not really craving creativity at this time from that area.
Well, that makes me feel better because I do.
I'm sad. I'm fine.
Sorry, I need to.
You're good. So.
But yeah, so
and maybe that's why it's like good right now.
Maybe I think it is.
We have like a good little balance. Going.
And like the things I've been designing are like way more fun than what I used to design. So
yeah.
So
what about anxiety?
I feel like I have way more anxiety than I do stress. That's just.
I'm the opposite.
Yeah, anxiety really runs in my family, like
my anxiety.
like bad. I think I've definitely managed it out a lot better than I used to, maybe. But I feel anxious about a lot of things all the time. But I think it's not that I like suppress it, because that's like really bad. But I don't know if I've just learned how to like live with it, which kind of sounds awful. But like,
I think that's relatable.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I do the same thing as I do with stress, though. Like I kind of just like like when I feel really overwhelmed like that or really anxious or something, being by myself is good, or also being with someone else. Like I feel like I could go either way. It just depends what I'm anxious about and how anxious I'm feeling.
True. It does.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have like chronic anxiety, but I did. Anxiety is so weird because there's so many like levels of it.
Yeah.
But as I age, I notice it more. Like when I was a kid, I had not a lick of it.
Yeah.
And then once I turned like 20, I was like, oh,
yeah,
this is what anxiety is.
Literally.
And I feel like maybe two or 3 years ago, I had it way more often. But it's really a weird thing where I cannot pinpoint a cause. It's literally just... Because people will be like, well, stop being anxious. It's like, it's literally just a feeling.
Yeah.
I don't know what causes it. I don't know. Like, I'm good right now, but in 2 months, I could be like on edge every day.
Yeah.
It's really weird.
Yeah.
And I'm obviously not like, I don't have it all the time, not diagnosed with it or anything. So it's kind of like weird to navigate because it's not like a chronic thing in my life.
Yeah.
But I've definitely experienced it.
Yeah. For sure. I'm not diagnosed with it. I'm pretty sure both my sisters are, maybe. But I remember the first time that I really started feeling anxious was freshman year of college. I used to get, I don't know if it was anxiety or panic attacks, but I would get them like all the time. And I would just call my mom because my mom always calms me down. Yeah. So every time I'm feeling really anxious or stressed, I always call my mom.
Good.
Yeah.
Solution. Yeah, that stinks. I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess I don't know what caused, like for me anyways.
Yeah.
Because it's even like by the day. Like some days you just you wake up anxious.
Oh,
and I'm
for
literally
sure.
like, what is bothering me?
Yeah.
Like I'm
No, literally.
What is it?
Sometimes it's also not anything. Like sometimes you just feel anxious for no reason.
Yep.
Which is the most like annoying part of it is like you don't know what it is, or you don't know what caused it, or you don't know how to make yourself feel better, or you don't. There's just like a lot of unknowns with all of that, which sucks.
Such a weird feeling.
It is. And like such an awful feeling.
It is.
Like
it's just it's like a lingering little like fuzz.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain it.
Your heart will start pounding. I know for me, some people may laugh at this. I know for what helps me was smoking weed.
Okay.
Like I'm not remember when
I think a lot of people would say that.
I remember I tried to stop cold turkey last year and that was when I was having like those really like felt like I couldn't breathe, or like remember.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like I remember a really bad one was when we were driving back from New Mexico.
You were like, I feel like something's on my chest.
Yeah, like I had to pull over and have Skylar start to drive. I like literally could not breathe. And I think it was because I stopped smoking weed cold turkey, because once I started again, that hasn't happened since.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I thought it was like caffeine.
Yeah,
I thought you were like hypersensitive to caffeine.
And that's what I thought, but then that was like interesting, because like I was, and my mom thought that too, and I was like, but I've been drinking coffee, so like I was like, I don't know what would have switched, but I truly think
that was the only thing that switched.
Yeah, that was the only thing, and once I realized that, I was like, oh, like I'm good. Yeah, so
yeah,
it may sound silly, but it's true.
It's not.
It's true.
But just keep in mind that it has the opposite effect on some people.
Yeah,
so
true.
It's but that's obviously a thing. Like CBD is also literally given out as a medication, so
for sure
there's definitely truth to that. But yeah, I don't really know. I can't really. If I was anxious right now, I think I'd have better insight, but thankfully I'm not.
Well, that's good.
It literally like
that's great.
Goes up and down so much. Yeah. It's so weird. And like the same things that like maybe would make me anxious when I'm just naturally not anxious, I don't care at all about. Yeah. It's so weird.
Yeah.
Like the alopecia thing.
Yes.
If that would have caught me at an anxious time in my life, that would have actually like made me spiral. But I was in a good headspace and I was like, oh, I don't care. It's funny.
Well, that's good.
Thank God.
So like, do you feel like the same way with stress, how you can like feel it coming on? Can you say the same for anxiety?
I mean, I can definitely clock it right away.
Yeah.
But anxiety to me is like, it's like on, off, on, off.
Same.
Stress is like built.
Yep. Yeah. Same.
Right?
Yeah. I don't know
if
that's
right
like
or wrong.
Well, I don't know if that's like a medically correct, but I feel the same
way.
Like
Like I said, I could literally wake up anxious.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
for
like,
sure.
Cool. Yeah. I guess I'll just sleep in and go on my phone.
Literally. Or like when we went to the Odessa concert, as soon as we walked on the floor, I felt immediately anxious.
After having my first panic attack ever, unfortunately it's triggering. Like once you experience one of those things, you can get triggered easier.
Yeah, unfortunately.
And I think it makes it worse because I used to not be like claustrophobic or like anything like that, but now like I cannot go into like a pit of a concert unless I'm like optimal.
Yep.
It really will depend on the day.
And like there's room to like move.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know it's like it's related but not, but
yeah. But I mean, if that's what makes you anxious.
Yeah, like pre-panic attack, stuff like that, not worried about it.
Yeah.
But now it's like, even sometimes like if I'm in like a drive-through line and it's taking too long and it's like I can't get out, I'm stuck.
Literally, that was when we went to Starbucks yesterday.
Were you getting anxious?
I literally thought that. I was like, oh my God, like I can't get out if I need to.
It wasn't making me genuinely anxious yesterday, but like if I was by myself, like I've been in the past like in a car wash line, the ones that don't move, so you have to literally wait for them to be done, and I'm like, okay, I can't get out. So like if I needed to something happened or so I don't know.
Suck. Do you think you have like bad health anxiety? Like you always think that like something's wrong?
It depends.
Oh, okay.
There's literally, I will go like a year or a couple months where I'm like, like I literally thought I was anemic.
Yeah,
like a year or two ago, and I got my blood tested and my levels were like more than okay.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know.
I know.
It's weird.
But then that would make me think like, oh my God, is there something else that's like, I don't want to freak you out, but like.
No, it just depends.
Yeah, it just really sucks.
It changes a lot.
That's why I feel like it's also hard to talk about.
It is.
Because it's different for everyone, and it's sometimes really hard to control. It's, I don't know, it's kind of hard to talk about.
I think when I had like more like consistent anxious days, because again, I do not have like anything severe like that. Yeah. But for someone who's like maybe not like diagnosed with it, who still experiences it, might relate. Yeah. That it's kind of something you just have to sit through.
Yeah.
There's really, for stress, there's a way to de-stress pretty quickly, in my opinion. But anxiety is like, it just happens to you. I feel like stress is more manageable. Anxiety is literally, it's fake shit that your brain, it literally nothing's wrong.
Yeah, no.
And you can't pinpoint when or why it's happening.
I know. There is things that you can do to like help that I've seen, and it may not help for everyone, where you like tap your like all of your like stuff, which I've done before, and I feel like I feel like it can like calm you down or something. I don't know. Sometimes my anxiety, I have to like touch my like self to like, I don't really know how to explain it. I have to like make like be like I'm alive. I don't really know why I do
That's
it.
That's more like panic attack, but it's like for me.
Oh, okay.
Like I don't get anxious like that bad often. It's more of a lingering feeling, but not like a panic.
Okay. I feel like mine kind of crosses over into panic.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've only had like one panic attack, and then like when we were at that sushi restaurant that one time,
yeah, you got it
that
bad.
was like, I was trying not to have a panic attack.
Yeah.
But it was so random.
But I could also like tell in your face.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's so random.
Yeah.
I was like, guys, just so you know, I don't feel good right now. Not physically. Well, kind of. But it's just like, I don't know why, but I just feel weird.
Yeah.
It feels so weird.
Yeah. That's also another thing. Like, it does make you physically like feel something too.
Yeah, it does.
It's like, it's not just mental. It's like physical. Like either your heart starts beating, or like my hands used to tingle a lot, or like, I don't know. It's just, yeah.
I get it. Like, not a lot, but like minor. I don't know if it's the food or like alcohol, but I kind of get like, sometimes going out to eat, I get anxious.
Oh, really?
I don't know why.
That's interesting.
But not until I like start eating. Oh. It might be alcohol.
Maybe it is.
Might be.
It might.
Because I can think of like 3 other times where like that has happened.
Yeah.
And it was like alcohol. And then I was like, I'm good actually. I don't want to drink anymore.
That's true.
I don't know. It's weird.
Damn, maybe it is then.
Like sometimes I can't, like when we all want to like, we go out, I'm never anxious. Like when we like pregame and like, I've never been anxious to do that.
Yeah.
It's like sit down dinners with like a drink.
That's interesting.
Sometimes I'll just like, I feel weird.
That's interesting. I wonder why.
I don't know.
Huh.
And it hasn't started until like my, I don't know, 23, 24.
Oh.
Like a year or 2 ago.
Damn.
I don't know. It's really a weird feeling.
That is weird. I think like my main anxiety thing now is like crowds.
Yeah.
That's
so valid.
I mean, I feel like that's a lot of people's now just because of like things that have happened recently. But like crowds really make me anxious.
No, when we were at the Coldplay concert and it was like storming.
Oh.
The thought of going down in there.
Oh, with all the people.
No.
Yeah, no.
No,
that's literally why we stayed.
I'm not going.
Yeah, no. That would have been awful. The sardines and a freaking whatever.
Even getting to our seat, I literally like grabbed onto Jared. I'm like, I'm just gonna follow you.
Really?
Because like,
yeah,
this is overwhelming me.
Yeah, I hate crowds.
So many people.
Which sucks because like,
stay home. That's how you manage anxiety.
Literally.
Just kidding.
But it sucks because like concerts, for example, like I get pretty anxious at them.
But then there's other days where I'm like,
yeah,
I can't control. If something were to happen, I can't control it. So
I think that's why. Well, maybe not. Never mind.
Cancel culture. You're gonna get canceled.
Damn, sorry.
What were we gonna say?
I was gonna say maybe that's why I had to go. It probably had something to do with it. Of like when I like passed out at Grizz.
Oh yeah, you're probably anxious.
I definitely was anxious, but also like didn't help.
Yeah.
But I definitely was so anxious because we were in the middle and I passed out and had to go to the med.
That's scary.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I know.
Yeah, but I guess my solution. Let me look if I wrote anything down. I don't really have like a recipe.
It's just hard because like it also like changes. Like it's not that I have like one specific thing that I might do to manage it. It might be just like what I'm feeling that day. So it's kind of hard.
Yeah, I talked about everything.
Yeah.
Anxiety ebbs and flows for me. Stress, I can usually pinpoint why, and it's usually related to my own head. Timelines or expectations I put in my own head that don't exist.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, this person, I need to send them this thing today, or they want me to do this, or I didn't reply to this person, or I need to have this meeting, and it's like, just communicate. Literally nothing's wrong. You're just the only one putting it on yourself.
Communication fixes literally everything.
It does.
It literally does.
It's like so stupid. Our brains can't learn that.
I know. That it also, talking it out might be helpful for stress and anxiety too. So even if you just talk it out by yourself.
It is. Or like I had a crash out the other day. Oh. But I didn't realize. Like I felt the stress building that day because my to-do list was piling up because I was on a trip prior, and I was all set for the trip. But then when I got back, it was like boom, and I literally just started crying, and I was like, I guess I'm overwhelmed right now. And Jared just hugged me, and we were like, it kind of like hits, and then once you cry and kind of think it through, and you're like, I texted Teresa, and she was like, oh my God, she was like, please don't let this be a point of stress. And I was like, too late. But like I did it. Like it's like no one cares.
No, literally that's why like asking or like talking about it definitely helps, because it's like, oh, it actually is not that big of a deal.
And if that person did care, bye-bye.
Yeah, seriously though,
you're psycho.
Yeah, no,
bye-bye.
seriously.
I don't want to work with you or be your friend or be, if someone is the like, I don't, for me, my stress is me.
Yeah.
And what I put on my plate. That's up to me. I need to manage that on my own. But if there's like a person in your life causing it, like you need to be done with that person.
Yeah. I mean,
because holy shit, I couldn't imagine like if the pressure was real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
It was all of my own.
Right.
But imagine if like I had someone who was like yelling at me or.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. It's
like,
just not worth it.
Oh, and I've had that in the past. Do you remember when I had that like crazy client for like, I had 2 in a row. The video guy, but then also that like social media lady. I literally had to call her, and I was like, shaking.
Yes.
Because she was like yelling at me kind of.
Oh yes, I forgot about that. But that was like actual.
And I wasn't even like, I had no contract with her. I was in like a trial week with this person. Because I kind of in the back of my head knew there was red flags, and I didn't want to commit to it yet. So I was like, let's do this trial run. Yeah. And then I called, and I was like, I'm not feeling good about this. So I'm going to call her and call it off. Well, I gonna text her and call it off. And then she called me and like kind of put me on the spot.
I remember. That's bullshit.
And bye-bye, I left.
Literally, because also nothing is that serious. So you making it that serious is actually
for some
embarrassing.
Canva graphic design post.
Literally.
Like, what the hell?
Like, honestly, no offense to designers in Canva, but Canva's pretty easy to use, and there's so many templates she could go in and do it herself.
Right. I was like, girl,
that's ridiculous. Yeah, it's just not worth it. You're only, life is short. So don't have people. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Oh my God, I just showed my foot. Like too much.
Y'all don't stress me out.
Yeah. So yeah, that I don't really have much else to say about it.
How long have we been talking?
2 minutes.
I guess the other thing I'll say about the only other thing that area that has stressed me out in life has been finances. And I just want to briefly talk about this, because this is something that every 22 plus year old is going to go through once you graduate, or if you already graduated and you're like 19, if you didn't go to college or whatever. This is like an inevitable thing that most people, no matter your family situation or no matter what, people have to, when you become an adult, you have to learn how money works. So I think I just wanted to touch on it briefly, because maybe a couple years ago if I was listening to this, that would probably be the current stressor.
That is actually true. I don't know how I forgot about this, because money is my stressor right now.
Yeah.
So that is true.
You suppressed it.
I did suppress it.
Problem solved.
It's just fake. Money's fake. It's all fake.
But some days it's easy to have that mentality, and then other days I'm like, I need to lock in. What am I doing?
I know. Guys, just like word of advice, don't get a credit card when you are irresponsible, because you will be paying for it for the next 10 effing years. So
thank goodness I didn't have that. But it's still, especially when you want to like travel.
Yeah.
And
buy
go to
concert
concerts.
Tickets. What else?
Pay for rent. Pay for a car.
Yup.
So.
Yeah. Luckily, I have a very nice support system with my family.
Right. Same.
But
that's why it's like kind of silly for us.
I know.
But it's valid, because even if you have that, you still want to be self-sufficient.
For sure.
Like that's the goal. So
for sure.
At least a good human should have that goal and not leech off of people.
No, for sure. But it's nice right now to have some help.
If your parents can help you, like, come on.
Yeah.
Come on
now.
But you want to know the unfortunate truth though? So I have like a very vivid like time in my life where I was specifically stressed about money. I don't remember the year. It was when I was living here.
Oh.
I don't remember what job I had at the time, if it was my first job or if it was I think it was when I was self-employed.
Oh, okay.
But Jared didn't have a full-time job either. So we both didn't.
That. Yeah.
And although we had savings, and we still do, and like we know we could like ask people for help or whatnot, it was just kind of like so uncertain.
Yeah.
And it kind of hit me one day, and I was like, even though like we would be fine for a while if something happened, it just kind of scared me because I don't know. I
mean, it's scary no matter what.
Right. So thankfully I got the job that I have now with Hallie, but it's no, the stress of like finances has outweighs any stress work has ever given me.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, like money stress in my experience is 30 times worse
1,000%
than work stress, unfortunately.
1,000%.
So if you hate your job, don't just quit. I beg of you. It'll only get worse.
Yeah.
It seems like, I know our generation like does that a lot, where they're like, leave your toxic work environment, like just quit. Like obviously if there's like anything like abusive going on, obviously quit.
Yeah.
But if it's just stressful, figure out ways you can maybe manage that before you just dip, because it's worse.
Yeah, I'd be really stressed if I did that, but some people can do it and be fine.
Yeah.
Like it just depends on the person too. So like if you are out there and wanting to quit your job and travel, do it if you can. That's great. I think it is just person to person, but for sure that would stress me
or at least have a plan.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. I had a plan and I was still stressed.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I don't know. Money just sucks.
It does.
It just really sucks.
I don't know. I guess like just keep that in mind, because that was my biggest. I had no regrets, and it wasn't even like a reflection of I guess my own. It was more so like as a couple I was a little stressed. Just because there was no stability. Even though we were making enough money, it was the stability that scared me.
Yeah, that was scared me too.
And I was fine for 6 months when I had stability. But once a contract ended, I started freaking out because it was like all at once a couple projects ended. Yeah. And then I was like, oh, I made, 13 grand one month, but next month I'm making 0.
Yeah.
So how is that gonna?
Yeah, the good thing about like a 9-to-5 or a job that is something like that is that like what your next paycheck's gonna be, no matter how much work you've done the last week or not. Like you have a steady paycheck.
Right. And I think I told myself in that moment, like I'm not gonna forget how this felt.
Yeah.
So every time I'm feeling stressed, I'm like, at least I know I'm not wondering
where what's gonna
right.
Yeah, money's a big stressor for I'm sure everyone, mostly everyone. So, we're all in this together and we will get through it, guys.
Don't quit your job just yet.
Yeah.
Unless you have a plan.
Get a plan. Make an action plan.
Yes. And Mom, I don't regret becoming a full-time business owner, so don't think that I regret it because of this crash out.
Slay.
This was post-contract. This was in lieu. Yeah. In lieu of, transition period.
Exactly. And, we're all good now and, we have our days, but we also don't have our days.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
We have our days of stress and our days of not stress. You have stress every day? I'm dead.
I have I don't think it's ever at 0.
Well, yeah, no, me either.
It might be at 2%.
Yeah, that's nothing.
Right.
That's your day of not stress.
Wait, okay. Do you ever have a completely stress-free day?
No.
Therapy.
Probably not. I don't know. Do I? I don't know.
Do we?
I don't know. Probably, maybe, actually. I don't know. I have literally no idea.
That's a good question, though.
Because maybe I think I don't have it's not a stressful day, but it is because I'm so used to it.
True.
I don't know.
I think it's adulting.
It's adulting. We're
adulting.
We're adults now. Millennial.
Well, I feel like we should end on a light note. So, if you clicked on this to listen to our advice, Sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
We didn't provide it.
Yeah,
much.
no, we really didn't have. We just kind of talked about it, and I'm sure I'm just going to stop talking.
We're gonna funny when that happens. So it's like funny. It's your bit.
It's so funny.
It's
I
your
love
bit.
when I can't talk.
Okay, come on.
No, it is funny. I guess.
We're laughing with you.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, well, I'm gonna go enjoy the pool or something. I don't know.
Oh, stress free. Dip in the pool.
Trip to the spa.
Go to the spa.
I need to. I need a massage.
Head spa.
Oh, the head spa. I want to do that too. But I do need to go. I need to do like monthly massages, I think.
And like Pilates is nice.
Oh, that's
It's
another thing that I wanted to like briefly say was that we don't do it like a lot, but we do Pilates, which helps a lot with stress and anxiety, I think.
That okay, wait. Yeah, let's leave it off with that tip.
Okay.
Because I do now thinking back.
Yeah.
I was not like doing anything active when I was the most stressed.
Yeah, same.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Damn
Get
it.
up.
Working out really does work. Damn.
Do something.
Yeah, it really does help, guys.
Something.
Even just go for a walk around the block or something.
That is true. And like once we started playing pickleball and
yes, which we need to go do. Is your scooter done yet?
I'm willing to just risk it at this point.
I think we should just do it.
It finally stopped raining, so
yeah, true. Let's just go for a scooter ride.
Sounds good.
Well, on that note, we'll catch you guys vroom.
Ellie wants to end this so damn bad.
No,
You've tried ending it like 4 times and I keep cutting you
I know
off.
it's okay, but it's okay. I don't want to end it, guys, but sadly we have to.
All right. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
It's Hallie.
It's Skylar.
And we're
clocking off. Bye.